Hey, what's going on, guys? KillerMiller here, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick video on proper crosshair placement. So a lot of my videos, you'll notice me touch on this, and even in I think one of my coaching videos, I touch on it, like make it the main point of the video. But I think it'd be good to kind of give you guys a quick one, so you don't have to watch a full hour-long video on how to properly have crosshair placement. And so yeah, that was the reasoning behind this. Plus, I did want to kind of make one to cover all the fundamentals. I recently made a video that talks about all of them very briefly, and I want to cover each and every one of the fundamentals in a video, how to do it properly, what it means, all that good stuff. So yeah, today we're talking about crosshair placement. I think this is the most important, one of the most important in the whole game, especially for the mechanical side of things, of course. And so yeah, right, we're gonna be watching one on Brax. He is, as most of you know, a really good player. He's actually who I model my personal crosshair placement by. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I think this is the most optimal, and because it really covers all the different grounds, and you'll see what I mean by that. Plus, it really it caters to the audience of people who don't have the greatest reaction time. I'm actually one of myself. My reaction time is just, I think it's like average, but for whatever reason in game it feels a lot slower, and so this really helps make my crosshair placement still be really good and able to react to shots in time and that good stuff. So that being said, we're gonna play the clip here. Keep in mind that the clip is obviously it's a 1v4. And I think he ends up winning the round or whatever, but that's not the point. We're really here to just watch this one simple play and note some stuff. So like I said, I'll play the clip and then I will go back and talk about it, and I have a few other examples to address some stuff. So, all right, let's get into it. Okay, that was very, like I said, very quick, nothing crazy. So we'll pause right here. So I want you to really notice where his crosshair is placed. The first and most obvious thing when it comes to crosshair placement is to have it at head level. That is always, that's very well known. You always want to keep it where the enemy's head is going to be at. So whenever you take the shot and you hit it, you only need to hit it once or maybe even twice depending on your gun. In his case, it was 2 here, of course. And so that's something really important to note. Like I said, that's pretty well known, but obviously I need to point that out and make it shown here. And the other thing, which I think is the biggest thing that he does here, is this is what I really like about how he holds angles. Most people hold angles right on the tip. So obviously let's pretend that this Viper wall is like an actual wall and then somebody's flying around it, which is why we use this example. Notice how he doesn't have it right on the edge, right? And that's because he cannot react in time if the enemy's full swings hard. He's going to have to go for right here, see they swing out, oh shoot, and then flick to the right in order to hit them. And so that's why he has this crosshair out to the right. And that's very important to know. This is why I said I think his crosshair placement caters to everybody, really. And so the reason he does that is because there's a lot of different ways that enemies can peek corners, of course, right? So the first way they can peek it is to just wide swing it, right? And this covers wide swinging in the best way, because if they swing wide, you don't have to move your mouse at all. They're just flying across your screen. You click mouse 1. It's exactly what he did. The other thing is obviously if they decide to peek the wall close, right? So if they peek this wall, or this, like I said, act like this is a wall, they peek it close, he has to flick his crosshair to the left. But notice how small of an adjustment this is. Going from here to here, which is realistically where it'd be, is very small, very easy adjustment to make, right? And so that covers all the different spots that is going to be an issue, right? So if we go back and like I said, most people hold their crosshair, let's pretend my mouse right here is the crosshair, right? Let's say I have the angle held right here. If they swing close and stop, perfect, right on their head. But if they wide swing, I'm going to have to flick to a moving. Not only will they be moving, I don't know when they're going to stop. So I might have to flick here, I might have to flick here. Like I said, potentially even over to here. Obviously, there's cover here, so that won't happen. But, you know, theoretically speaking, you could potentially have to keep on moving your mouse, and they're moving, so it makes the shot hard to hit. Which is why I really like and really think this is how crosshair placement should be done. Hold it right in the middle spot. So if they wide swing, all you do is click mouse 1. If they come close, you're good. And so, like I said, I'll play the clip back now that you know what you're looking for, and you'll see what I'm saying. Boom. Really easy. Really well done. Nice and simple. We'll play it in slow-mo. I guess I'll just go through it slow. Notice she swings. He reacts right then. And then notice he just keeps his crosshair in one spot. Boom. Clicks. He didn't even have to flick his crosshair. You could have kept it right where it was and just click one bullet and just one tap. Really easy. Really well done, obviously. All it takes is two shots to kill her. Boom, done. No big deal. So yeah, really cool, really easy way to do this, and I'll play a few more clips that I have. We'll just do the first one. Oops, wrong style. Same style here. Obviously, like I said, the round doesn't matter. I'm just really showing on how you hold the angle properly, because this goes even with you know, even in your regular games where it's 5v5, you're just holding a spot. Same thing, same concept applies. So notice the enemy's going to fly out. He has his crosshair out to the right, so he can either just click mouse 1 or very make a tiny adjustment to the left or to the right. And that's what he does. He doesn't even need to move his mouse. All he does is sees her come across, clicks mouse 1 as she as she swings, misses the first shot, doesn't have to adjust his crosshair at all because it was at the end of the day right at her head. He just mistimed it, no big deal. Gets the kill really free. I'll play that one more time for you guys. Boom, super easy, super well done, very simple, and we will play the last clip. And so this is a good example of how he, the enemy didn't actually swing, or the enemy, I believe they stopped here. Let's just watch it over. Can't really remember. Yeah, so notice how they came around the corner slow, right? Right about here, right? So he has the same thing, crosshair head level. I think he's a little off. I think he needs to aim like an inch higher, but like I said, that being nitpicky here is that's not the idea. Or that's not the point, excuse me. So notice how whenever she comes around the corner, when he reacts, the adjustment to flick to her head is so tiny. It's really easy to make. We'll play through it slowly because I already played it once. He reacts as she swings the corner. Super easy adjustment. Like I said, he ends up missing the flick, but that's okay. It's a lot easier flick to do from here to here than it would be to go from, like, you know, here out to here, like I said, if they swing wide on you. And so, yeah, this is really good. And yeah, this is pretty much the final example. He ends up getting more kills, but like I said, this is what's important. We'll play it one more time at full speed. Reacts, flicks to the right, boom, easy kill. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to cover. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that's when you hold angles specifically, what should be going through your head. And so those questions you need to ask yourself. Like I said, if you've watched any of my coaching videos and or have been coached by me, you've definitely heard me say this. When you hold an angle, you need to ask yourself two questions. One, how can I not get this kill? And two, how can I die? Very niche questions, I know, but let me give some example, or let me explain myself behind them. So the first question, how can I get this kill? What I mean by that is, what can you do to maximize your potential for getting them killed really quickly and easily is what I mean by that. And so that's why I think holding the crosshair right here is good. How can he get this kill? When she flies around the corner, he clicks mouse 1, of course. But how can he make that easy? Put it in a spot where he does not have to over flick his crosshair if she swings wide, and it's also a very easy adjustment if she's short. Boom. Like I said, she swings short. He misses the first shot. No big deal. And yeah, free kill for him. Obviously, like I said, what happens in the round is useless. I know she wasn't looking at him, but like I said, the idea is what's the important. So that's how you answer that question. How can I get this kill? Maybe, like I said, if you can't get the kill, maybe your crosshair's off. Like maybe it's not where you should be. Maybe it's not head level. Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's too wide. There is a point as too wide. You don't obviously hold it super wide because then you got to find that middle ground point is what I was trying to say. And then yeah, so that's the first question. How can I not get this kill? Also, maybe you're outgunned. Like you're not gonna want to peek. Let's just hypothetically say there's somebody opping heaven. You're not gonna want to swing that with an SMG. You're just not winning that. So that's another way you can not get a kill. And then two, how can I die? And what I mean by this is a little bit more based on the actual position you're in. The reason he's holding right here is because it's an off angle. Because if the enemy goes to clear this, or excuse me, as you can tell, the Jet isn't looking at her. It's not because Jet doesn't think there's a player here, but as she clears out right here, if Brax is playing in UPS or in this close corner, he wouldn't actually be able to see the Jet, and so that's why she plays like she's not looking at him. She's actually trying to hold an angle out here, and so this is an off angle. Not really what the video is about, but I do want to explain that because, like I said, it would seem like he could die here really easily, but like I said, just giving some examples. And then obviously, like I said, how can you die? So like I said, maybe you're in a bad spot, hold the corner closer. Maybe you don't even need to hold an off angle yet. Maybe it's not the time for that sort of thing. So I think if every time you hold any angle, ask those two questions to yourself. And now, I like I said, it's going to be weird to always be asking yourself a question. There are these two questions every time you hold an angle. But as you get used to it, as time goes on, you'll eventually just become second nature. You don't even have to think about it. You'll just instinctively correct your positioning, correct your crosshair, and then next thing you know, you'll be hitting shots that are like perfect. Because like I said, notice in some of these clips, specifically this one, oopsies, actually had it pulled up. Specifically this one, he didn't even hit the shot, the first shot. He just, his aim isn't insane. I mean, it is good, but of course. But like, this is an easy kill because his crosshair placement is really good. These are things you can easily do in your games. Like I said, we'll play it one more time. Real time, perfect. So yeah, anyways, that's really all I wanted to cover in this video is proper crosshair placement, why you should do it this way, and why I think it's effective, and then how how that sort of stuff should be played out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I really want to go through all the fundamentals that I have listed in my previous video and talk about those. And this is just, like I said, one of the more important ones, so I want to go ahead and get it covered now. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stuff, please let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.